channel, and welcome here if this is your first time stopping by. Today I'm going to show you how I did my DIY balayage at home. I'm going to share the exact products that I used with you. I'm going to walk you step by step through exactly what I did from the bleaching process to the toning process to the upkeep process, because this has been about 4 to 6 weeks now since I did the whole thing. I have some footage that I'm going to insert from when we actually bleached my hair and when we toned it, and I also drew up this little diagram to show you exactly how we decided on the placement of the bleach when we did my balayage. I'm noticing that the lighting that I use is making my hair look quite a bit darker than it actually is, so you're not able to see fully the contrast from my natural color to the bleach sections. But the pictures that I will show in this video are much better representation of the true color. The tones of the lights that I use are making it just look a little darker and then a slight green tint to it. So just know that that is not at all in person. The pictures that I'll show in the video are much more true to color. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that Sally Beauty sent me a gift card to purchase some products from their store to do my hair at home. I had never done my own hair before, but I absolutely love how it turned out. I know that not everyone is a fan or an advocate of doing your own hair at home, and I understand your reasoning if you are a professional. This is a video for those of you that do want to know how to do your hair at home. Maybe you just don't have the money to get it professionally done, or maybe you're just kind of like I was, where you had it professionally done so many times, and sometimes you loved it and sometimes you hated it, and you were just done with the whole risk in getting it done professionally and spending the money to just end up not liking it. So I just decided I was going to try to do it myself. I would much rather be upset with myself and have to fix my own mistake than go and spend a bunch of money and not be happy with the results. So that's just what I decided to do. That doesn't mean that you have to do that. If you don't believe in doing your hair at home, then keep on going to a professional. That's the best choice for you. But for me, I was just ready to do it myself. So if you are someone that is not a fan of doing your own hair at home, that's totally fine. Just keep in mind that you don't have to pay for my hair and you don't have to wear my hair around. But for those of you that do want to know how to do your own hair at home, maybe you just want to save some money, or maybe you're like me and you just like to learn how to do things on your own, then I'm going to walk you step by step through what I did. Okay, so first I'm going to share with you the products that I used. Like I said, I did get everything that I used at Sally Beauty. Thank you so much to them for sending me the gift card. This was such a fun experience. I absolutely love how my hair turned out. Like, I haven't loved my hair this much in so long. So the bleach that I used, both things were from their Blonde Brilliance line, and I picked up the Balayage Lightning Powder. For my length of hair and how high I took up my balayage, I did use a whole packet of this as well as about a fourth of this one. And then for the developer for the bleach, I used the Blonde Brilliance Cream Oil Infusion 25 volume developer. So why I chose the Blonde Brilliance line was mostly because of this developer, because it has a bunch of added things to it that are supposed to make it better for your hair. So it has acai extract, which is nourishing, coconut oil, which reduces dryness, papaya extract, which moisturizes, and mango oil, which softens and smooths. And I also chose it because this was a balayage bleach, so it claims that it does not transfer or move once you paint it on the hair. I was really happy with these products. It didn't transfer on my hair like it claims to do. I didn't have any problems with my hair after using this. I know that bleaching your hair, especially at home, can be kind of risky, and so I was super nervous about it, but these products were awesome. I was really, really happy with them. So then I picked up a brush and a bowl to apply the bleach, and then I also mixed my toner in this bowl as well, because I did end up using a toner. I knew going into it that I was probably going to have to use a toner to achieve the ashy blonde look that I desired. The toner that I used was the Wella T18 toner, and then I used it with the Salon Care 10 Volume Cream Developer. So those are the products that I used. Now I'm going to walk you through how we actually applied the bleach to my hair. My husband Clay actually did my entire balayage, and he did such a good job. So I definitely recommend having someone help you with this process. It will be much more difficult if you're trying to balayage your hair by yourself, especially for the back pieces. But to start out, I mixed the bleach and the developer just based on the instructions on the back. So whatever bleach and developer you get, they'll have instructions on how to mix it and all of that. Just follow that. That's exactly what we did. I think that the most challenging part about doing your own balayage is just getting the placement of the bleach correct and making sure that it blends seamlessly and really smooth and evenly into your natural hair color. So for my hair, we just took sections about this big and bleached a section about this big at a time. Going into it, I knew how far up I wanted my bleach to go. I wanted my ends to be super saturated and bright, and then I wanted it to fade all the way up to about here into my natural hair color. So I'm not an artist by any means, but I did draw up this little diagram just to show you kind of how we place the bleach on the hair. Just keep in mind that with balayage, you want to do every section of your hair differently so that it doesn't look like the bleach is the exact same in every single section. You want to vary how high you bring it up. If you bring it up just on the outsides, on the inside, you want to vary how you apply the bleach to your hair so that you get the most natural, seamless look. So for my little diagram, I know that this isn't the best. So if this was your section of hair, you would take your bleach on your brush and you would start to paint it onto your hair. And I wanted my ends to be very saturated, so it was pretty solid up until about here, and then it kind of blended into my hair. So you do one here, then you could do one here, just a little bit shorter, one that went up a little bit higher on the next one, then on the outside edge of this section, going up to a similar height as this outside. So for the next section, you might want to do lower ones on the outside, higher ones on the inside. You just want to vary how you paint the bleach on your hair. So when you're painting the bleach on your hair, one of the most important things to remember is to make sure that the top of where you put the bleach is blended really well. So you can either take your section and go like this and kind of tease it to blend those sections, or you can take your brush and apply less pressure at the top, just kind of using the tip like this and then bringing it down, more pressure as you go down your hair. So just make sure that anywhere you apply bleach is really blended into your natural hair, or you'll have that blunt line of where your natural hair stops and the bleach begins. We started by mixing the bleach and the developer just based on the instructions on the back, and then Clay took the brush and just started painting sections of my hair just like the diagram I showed you, varying if the bleach started on the outside of the section, on the inside of the section, varying the lengths that the bleach went up my hair, just to make sure that I had a very natural, very seamless look. Another thing that we did that you can't really see in this lighting is applied some little baby lights farther up into my hair, so not all the way to the root, but if my balayage stopped like here, we might bring some up through here and blend it really well, just so that it had more of that balayage look versus like an ombre where it just went from natural hair straight into solid bleach hair. So once we had applied bleach to all of the sections of my hair, we made sure that my hair was saturated with bleach, especially on the ends, and then we made sure that the tops of the bleach sections blended well into my hair. So we just kind of went back over those, kind of doing this, just to make sure that we didn't have any harsh lines. Once we were done, I ended up leaving the bleach on my hair for the full 50 minutes, which is what this bleach says. It says to not leave it on any longer than 50 minutes and to check every 5 to 10 minutes. So I did check my hair very frequently to see how my hair was lifting. I didn't want to leave it on longer than it needed and risk the possibility of damaging my hair, but in the end I did end up needing to leave it on for the full 50 minutes. If you use a stronger developer than the 25, your hair is going to lift a lot faster, but since I only used the 25 developer, I did leave it on for 50 minutes. So once my hair was finished, I washed it out and then I blow dried it to see how the color had turned out. So I'll insert a picture here of what my hair looked like before I bleached it. What I didn't like about it is that my hair had never looked so brassy and orange ever, and I could not stand that. My hair has never pulled brassy or orange. It tends to pull yellow rather than orange. I just did not like how it looked, and it got worse over time. I would look at myself in the mirror and I would be like, I don't even look like me. This is not a natural hair color on me. My hair has never been this color. So that's why I decided to just try it myself. So that's what my hair looked like before I started this process. And then this is what it looked like right after I bleached it. So as you can see, my hair pulled a lot more yellow blonde this time as opposed to the brassy orange blonde that it pulled last time. But I did want to use a toner on it because I was going for an ashy blonde look. So after I bleached it, I waited a few days before I went in and toned it. And then I went in with the Wella T18 toner and I just mixed it based on the instructions on the back. And I did apply it to damp hair the first time that I used it. So I just took every section and went over all of the bleach parts with the toner. So I started by using a brush, then I just ended up taking the mixture and using my fingers and rubbing it and really saturating it through the hair, and then blending it just like I did with the bleach. And this toner says that you can leave it on for up to 30 minutes. So that's how long I left it on, but every few minutes I would check a section and make sure that my hair wasn't turning purple, that it wasn't too gray and all of that. So after I applied the toner the first time, this is what my hair looked like. So as you can see, the ends really took the toner really well where they were more saturated with the bleach, but then my midsection was still a lot warmer than I wanted. So the midsection of my hair is the part of my hair that has been the most brassy since I got it done last. So even though the toner took out a ton of the yellow the first time, I still wasn't happy with how brassy the midsection was looking. So a few days later, I did end up going back over some sections with the same toner and the same developer again. Only this time I applied it to dry hair, and I only retoned the sections that were still brassy. The ends of my hair were very ashy the first time that I toned it, so they didn't need to be retoned. The only section that needed to be retoned was probably from about here down, and then in the front where I brought the bleach up farther in sections. When we bleached my hair, I wanted the front sections to kind of frame my face and be a little brighter than the rest of the top of my hair. So we did bring the bleach up farther in the front sections to about 2 inches or so from my root. So whereas the rest of my hair started like ear down, the front pieces of my hair we bleached up closer to the root so that they would kind of frame my face. So when I went back in and toned the second time, I concentrated that toner on the front sections that hadn't toned as well the first time, and that mid section that was really brassy. So I just made sure to blend it up, and then the second time that I toned, since I didn't tone the bottom of my hair, I had to blend it down as well. So if all of your hair doesn't tone the way you want it the first time, you can go back in and retone. Just don't put it on the sections that have already toned really well, because that's only going to damage them more. And just keep in mind, toners are damaging to your hair. So do it based off how your hair feels. Give it some time if you need to. But my hair felt pretty good after bleaching and toning it the first time, so I did go in and retone the sections that I felt like were too brassy, but I did wait a few days before I did that. So this is what my hair looked like after I toned it for the second time. As you can see, all of those brassy tones were gone. My hair is blended really well and really evenly. My husband did a great job on the balayage, but I was so happy with my results. Like, I absolutely love it. I have not loved my hair this much, and I can't even remember how long. Like, I absolutely love it. It's the color that I was going for. It's blended really evenly. I was super impressed and so happy. It's been about a month now since I did my hair, so I just wanted to share with you what I'm using to keep up with the color, and also what my experience has been like since I did my own hair. As far as Upkeep goes, I have been using a purple shampoo by Joico. I only use this about once a week because it does really dry my hair out. So I can't use it as often as I would like to keep up my color. But my biggest problem since bleaching and toning my hair has been our city water. I've noticed that our water has turned my hair so brassy so quickly, especially through here. You can kind of see from here to here that it is already starting to get brassy and lose a lot of those platinum tones. I think it's our water. I don't really know. I don't know what else it could be when I'm using a purple shampoo and I just have recently toned my hair. I know that toners fade, but I definitely think that there has to be something in our water that's making it turn brassy so fast. So at some point I will need to retone my hair to kind of put all of that ash back into it, because I absolutely loved that. But for now, I'm just using the purple shampoo to kind of counteract some of those brassy yellow tones. As far as the actual bleaching and toning process, I was incredibly happy with how it turned out. I absolutely love it. I have not loved my hair this much in so long, so I'm definitely happy that we did it. I don't have any regrets about doing it myself. Just keep in mind that your experience could be much different from mine. I absolutely love mine. It turned out exactly how I wanted, but you could have a totally different experience. So if you are set on doing your own hair at home, just do as much research as you can and just go into it with caution and know that you might have to do some follow-up steps to really get your hair to the color that you're wanting. So that is how I did my balayage at home. I absolutely love it. I'm obsessed with it. I think it turned out so great. If you are someone that wants to attempt to do your own balayage at home, I hope that this video was helpful for you. If you have any questions for me, feel free to leave those in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel. And remember, you are beautiful, you're a blessing, and I am so thankful for you. Bye. Walk you through step by step how I did my own lash lift or lash perm and lash tint at home.